Man, appreciate you, bro.
You know, laugh and say what you got to say. Go ahead, and laugh and say what you got to say.
Man. I love you, man.
Because I can correct myself fast.
That's right.
Look,
no, it's all good, man.
you apologize and you correct it, and then we can move on. And you laughed at it, so it was all right.
It's all love, man.
Yeah,
I know you.
man. How you feel though?
I'm lucky. I feel lucky and blessed, man.
Man, now when you say lucky, now people gonna ask why you say lucky.
It's like everything that's going on right now. Like everything that's going on right now. I feel like it shouldn't be me, but I'm happy that it is me. So that's how I kind of define lucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm happy that it is me though.
Yeah.
So I'm vibing, man.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Yeah, I'm vibing right now.
Okay, so now when we first started, I seen you had authored a whole lot of children's books,
right?
And you were pushing that a lot. And then I started seeing like your creative, like making movies and making instant podcasts. I do want to talk about.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
First of all, how did you come up with Seattle dating is trash? I need to ask that question because
that phrase I hear a lot, like with friends and stuff like that. But the dating scene is trash. Dating scene is trash. And I got out of a relationship, and so I just started detailing situations that I would find myself in, and I started getting a response from people, and it was very, very humorous. So I was like, okay, let me see where this goes. So I would start going on live on Facebook and then start having conversations with different people in the community and asking them, how's your dating life going? And then it just started growing and growing, and it turned into something that's like, yo, okay, there's something with this. Like a lot of people are going through similar experiences that are outrageous. So
yeah, I think it's a lot of outrageousness going on, a lot of entanglements, and situationships going on out here.
Right.
That's what I found out from the pod, from the live stream.
Yeah.
I think, but you started going more and you got bigger into it. Like you were actually made that a show with Bill.
Yeah, and I took a break from it for a couple of months because of all the other projects I got going on, but it's gonna come back though. Like
listen, all the other projects. I had thought you had got a date or something.
No. I'm
no.
I
thought it wasn't trash no more.
Nah,
that's what I found out.
Nah, it's still garbage out here, man.
Oh,
so,
well, know.
To me, let me just be to me, but we'll talk about it once I bring it back, in the fall. So
yeah, I mean, you said it's still trash. Listen, man, I can't listen to you no more, man. I'm trying to be hopeful.
Why you can't listen to me, man?
Because I'm trying to be hopeful. Listen, man, I do want to command you.
Right? Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Listening to you right now, I don't know. I'm gonna give up hope.
Nah, don't give up hope. I just wanted to keep it, perspectives open.
You know what?
Keep the perspective.
Next question, because I'm not. You're not gonna deflate my hope.
Okay, all right.
You're not gonna deflate the hope.
We can move on from it. I don't want to kill dreams.
But let's talk about the movie you got right now. That's out right now.
Man, Homeless or Right at Home. Shout out to Cassandra Price, amazing Black woman. She wrote, produced, and directed it.
Wow.
Yeah. Gave me an opportunity to be in it. So the story is about a young man named Marcus. He finds out the truth about his family's past regarding his father, which I play. I'm the dad named Davis. And he finds out that there's more than meets the eye with me and what happened to his mom. His mom was killed, and he started discovering the truth of what happened with that. And I'm the centerpiece of that. And now, now the movie's on. It just dropped on Tubi, so it's streaming on Tubi, so people can watch it right now. So
right now,
like they can log on to Tubi. It's free to log on Tubi, and they can type in "Homeless or Right at Home," and they can watch it right now. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. You can watch the movie right now.
Hour 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes.
An hour 15 minutes. Local movie, y'all.
Yeah.
Cassandra, big shout out to Cassandra.
She's a dynamo, man.
Wrote,
produced, and directed it herself.
And directed.
And she's acting in it too. So
she's acting in it.
Yeah, she's not playing no games.
She ain't playing no games.
None whatsoever. So
that's big time.
Yeah, it's inspiring, man. And I'm not even tripping because she's younger than me though, because you get inspired by whoever. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing about inspiration. I think more people kind of limit themselves of who they're going to be inspired by.
Right.
And when you limit yourself, I don't know how inspired you're going to really be.
Right.
Or how much more motivation you're going to get if you're not looking everywhere.
Exactly. Especially if you try to be stuck up about it, like, oh, they're young. I don't listen to these young cats. They can't teach me nothing. Like, no, experience is the teacher. Age ain't got nothing to do with it. So
Definitely.
if somebody younger than you got more experience in a certain field, you better listen to that person, especially trying to learn from it. So watching her operate behind the scenes and her pushing it to get it picked up by Homestead Entertainment, which is like a subsidiary of Dame Dash, and getting it picked up and then getting on Tubi a year after it was filmed. That's inspiring to me, especially me being in the theater and acting, to know what's possible for me. So I'm very grateful to be a part of that experience.
And that is so dope.
Yeah. So
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Tubi, we're gonna be watching. Matter of fact, I tell you what, I will be watching that.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a review. Cassandra, I got a review on it.
All right.
Got proof in the movies.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't had too many people that have movies.
Okay. All right.
And
I
so
appreciate that, man.
for us to have, that's greatness first and foremost. But for us to have it, why not have?
Yeah, do it. I appreciate it, man.
You know,
I'd
rather review my people other than be reviewing somebody else that I don't know.
Right.
So that would be dope.
Yeah. So absolutely.
So I'm challenging everybody on here to make sure y'all go to Tubi and watch his movie.
Homeless or Right at Home.
Homeless or Right at Home.
Yep.
And now I wanted in the chat, because I see ain't none of y'all chatting. Y'all need to put this comment. Who's going to the Moja Fest this weekend? I know y'all heard me. Stop playing with me, okay? Who's going to the Moja Fest this weekend? Are you going?
Yeah.
I mean, you normally are there. Are you hustling this year?
I'm gonna be a fan. 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 I'm just gonna support people that I know is gonna be there.
You know, sometimes, you know, especially us, we always hustling and moving so much, and we always working.
Yeah.
I guess you recognize that and wanted to be, you know, try to just
enjoy it. Right. Because a lot of people put work into it, you know,
a lot of work.
And anything else, even if nobody buys anything, which happens too, but just showing love and support, you know, because that can help launch anybody, just knowing that they got the support there. This presence.
That's all you need is the presence.
Yeah. So even if you know somebody that's going to be vending at your Moja, and if you don't feel like going, just go anyway. Just go support them. Let them see your face and just show that love, because that might be the launch that they need to move to the next level.
For sure.
Just give your presence. So.
Presence is always good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, I don't read a lot of books. I'm trying my best to read a book a month.
Okay.
A book every 2 months,
there
something like that.
Yeah.
But I was inspired to start reading more books because you had a book expo.
Yeah.
And you've been having book expos.
Yeah.
Just exposing other people to, we can't, let's read a little bit more.
Yeah.
And there are artists and authors out here that are actually writing books.
Exactly. It's dope being a nerd. It's filthy being a nerd. You know?
Well, I'm not a nerd, but
that's cool being a nerd, man.
I'm not a nerd, but I like the information. My grandmother always told me that information was always being put in the book, because most people don't like to read.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't like to read the information. So I always wanted information. So I always wanted to read to get the information.
Yeah.
But like the leisure reading, I had to, it's kind of spotty at times.
Right.
But it is cool being somebody that wants the information. It is. Right. And I don't want anybody to think that being a nerd or being a smart person is a bad thing, because everybody has their own personalities. I think we get caught up in these what everybody else wants you to be. And I think the more unique we are as people, but unified, I think the greatest thing on earth we can be is like a unique person, right? In a unified world. And that's hard to find, all of us being in one space and all of us being who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like a real judgmental world.
Right.
And so I really appreciate you always giving options out to people. It's not just one thing or another. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, these are options too. You can come read with us. No, you don't have to be no nerd. Come over here.
Yeah.
You might even find somebody that's going to inspire you there. Tell me about this book expo and how you started that. Now, August 14th is about to happen.
Yeah, it's about to happen. Again. And to let you know too, so I abbreviated nerd, meaning never ever really done. Never ever really done.
I like that.
Yeah, never. So you're a nerd. So you never ever really done with the work you got.
Yeah, I am a nerd. Dude.
Yeah, so you never ever really done. So that's how I abbreviate nerd.
Really done.
So the Seattle Urban Book Expo was an idea that came to me when I started writing children's books back in 2014. I didn't know who to go to. I didn't know who to share my books with. I was like this lost, right? And then I got an invite to go to a book fair in Toronto, Canada. Never been to Canada. So I was like, F it. If I wanted to make my dreams come true, I got to go to Canada. So flew out to Canada, met the coordinator out there. Her name is Stacy Marie Robinson. Shout out to Stacy. She's my sister now. She showed me mad love, Bohemian woman. So she's no nonsense, but with heart of gold, though.
Okay, yeah, okay. Big Mama at his finest?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
Big
cool,
Mama,
okay.
Big Mama in training.
Okay,
so,
yeah, auntie now.
You're right, exactly.
Auntie, okay, cool.
So she just showed me the whole Caribbean and like Caribbean lifestyle and the whole African diaspora side that wasn't from Seattle, because I didn't know how rich that was in Toronto, Canada. So when I went out there, I saw the book fair that she put together. I was like, man, we need this in Seattle. So when I flew back out here, I was like, okay, there's never been a Black-based book fair here. What can I do to make that work, right? So I asked her, hey, do you mind if I call what I'm about to do Seattle Urban Book Expo, because hers is called the Toronto Urban Book Expo. She gave me her blessing. And in 2016, we did it at the Africa Town when they were in 24th and Union.
Yes, I know.
We did it there. Yeah. And from 2016 up to 2019, before the pandemic, we was doing the annual book fairs, inviting everybody coming from France, New York, Georgia, and also authors that are from here.
Yes.
And of course, the pandemic happened, so we had to shut down operation. But now we're coming back August 14th. It's going to be at El Centro de la Raza. I have the whole block. Like, I got the Festival Street.
El Centro de la Raza.
On Beacon Hill. We got the Festival Street. We got the courtyard. We got the venue. We got good partners. Partnered up with Beacon Business Alliance. Partnered up with SDOT. Partnered with other community leaders around that area to put this together and showcase Black and brown authors with their literary works.
And so, that is super dope, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you find an inspiration from someplace.
Yeah.
And then you bring it here to make sure we get inspired here. So I really appreciate it. I'll be there August 14th.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to. It's going to be a good time.
I mean, it's definitely going to. Angie Stone's going to be there on the 13th. And then on the 14th, boom, you're going to have the book expo.
Yeah,
it's going to go down, man.
Oh, it's going to be a packed weekend. For sure.
Oh, it's going to definitely be a packed weekend.
We're going to have a good time this week on that weekend, August 14th.
Yes, but I got to ask you a question, man. How do you manage to do all the things that you're doing right now and still stay sane in this world?
Man, my daughter. Because I try to look at myself through her eyes, and I was like, okay, how do I want my daughter to see me? Like, how do I want my kid to see me, right? Like, do I want my daughter to see me as like a hardworking man that's having a good time doing what he's doing? Pretty much that's why I want my daughter to see me. That's why whenever you see me, my kids like on my right hip, because she inspires me to keep going and to be creative, have the imagination to have fun, because the things that I do are not hard to me. They're just it's a great time, because it's like I'm living out my childhood. Things I always wanted to do as a kid, I'm able to do it now because I recognize the power that I have now within myself. So that's what keeps me sane, because I make sure that I'm enjoying what I do. Being a creative, going to theater, doing movies, doing the book expos, writing books, writing plays. It's a fantastic experience. So that's what keeps me grounded through my kid. As long as my kid's like, Dad, you're doing a good job, nobody can stop me.
Yeah, it's something like that with my first lady, man. She's, the first lady always, she got her own thing going on. She's grown now, but
right.
I can still see I'm an inspiration to her. And
it gives you that battery pack, man.
Yeah, like trying to get it. Like when I see her going after it, between her and Nasir, it's just like I could see me in them when they're going after something that they love to do. I could see it. Like makes me like proud. Like I don't know what everybody else and how everybody else does things. And I know I'm different, and I stay in my own lane. I guess I'm a creative. That's probably why.
That's it, yeah.
Right, but
and your kids are dynamos, by the way, man. It's amazing seeing what your kids are doing out here, dog. Like it's fantastic. It's like they're killing it. Like it's good. It's good watching that, man.
It's good watching them find something that they love to do, and then like just it took me 30-some odd years. It took me a long time before I just said, I can go after something. I had the confidence to do it.
And And you're doing it now, man.
Yeah.
Look what you're doing now, though, bro.
Right?
You're the man now, bro. Like,
I don't know about the man.
No, you're the man now, bro.
I could be at the table eating hors d'oeuvres right now a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm just going after it.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you see your kids going after it, and you see some traits of you in them of the not stopping or being determined to get more parts or being determined to, you know, you live in this world. You know, my daughter's learning how to live in this world right now. And having to work every day and things of that nature, but she still has to go find her passion and live that because daddy has to do the same thing.
Exactly.
And now you've seen daddy do it.
And now you guys are in unit now. You guys got that ecosystem where y'all just feed off each other and y'all are unstoppable now.
Yeah. You know, you know, I'm just appreciative, you know, that I could get to wake up one, then I get to figure some things out because I'm not the greatest dad at all, but I'm gonna try, and that's the biggest thing now is just trying.
Exactly.
And then letting them see by example of what dad did, and I feel like once, you know, if I'm gone tomorrow, hopefully they can see my legacy through the things that I've done, and maybe they can get inspired just like, you know, somebody else will, hopefully. Because I'm not trying to be anything but me. Right.
Well, you're off to a hell of a start, though. So let me tell you that. You're off to a hell of a start, bro.
Well, you know.
Yeah, so
I'm in my groove right now.
Right.
Somewhat just like you.
Yeah. You know
like you in your groove, man. You got movies, you got book expos. You have so many things. You're off. You have so many good things going on. Yeah. And I really appreciate and admire you being in this space.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me, man. Like
it's been a joy.
Man, no, this is like I'm fanning out right now. Like I feel like I'm at history. Like this is historic. Like all this here, it's like, yo, like they're gonna be talking about this for like 20, 30 years.
I'm telling you, it feel like sometimes I'm living in history. You know what I mean? Because I'm behind here, and I feel like I'm in front of. They got my back a little bit. You know,
like
saying like, you know, come on, bring some more of this. Bring some more of this history. I'm protecting you now. Bring some more of this energy dope, and more of this history that we need. You know, we got to keep enlightening all the people that are doing great things out here and inspiring the ones that want to do more great things.
Yeah, we have the responsibility to keep the legacy going. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how we got the responsibility. Like everybody on these walls that put the blood, sweat, and tears for us to even be the opportunity to do this. We got the responsibility to do what you do and do what I do.
You darn tootin'. You darn tootin'. And I'm gonna keep going after it.
Absolutely.
I understand what came before me too.
Yeah.
And so for me to be able to act silly and for me to be able to dance whenever I want to dance and feel good about it, it's a blessing to me.
Absolutely.
I can be able to make sure I can create and people support me, which is great. You know what I mean? So man, again, we could talk all day.
Yeah, I know.
Every time we get together, it's like this too.
We wrap a chase.
But I really appreciate you coming with the Truth or Proof show.
Thank you, man.
And now,